The massive $100,000 threat that has been hanging over the entire global tech industry has just been completely struck down. The Trump administration had proposed a massive new requirement for the H-1B visa program. They wanted to force U.S. companies to pay a $100,000 penalty every time they hired a skilled foreign worker instead of an American citizen. For months, this proposed charge sent a wave of panic through global tech companies and thousands of Indian professionals waiting on their visa approvals. But late yesterday, a federal judge stepped in and completely threw the regulation out. This ruling effectively suspends a massive new cost of doing business, halting a policy that was only days away from implementation. The judge rejected the policy based on a specific legal concept: executive branch overreach. In the United States, the Constitution clearly states that only Congress, the legislative branch, has the power to levy taxes on the public or on corporations. The administration tried to bypass this by labeling the $100,000 charge an administrative fee. The court looked at the scale of the cost and ruled it was an illegal tax disguised as a fee. By blocking this, the court stopped an attempt to change immigration costs through executive order rather than legislation. To understand why a ruling like this matters so much, we have to look at the actual economics of Silicon Valley. Why do American companies fight so hard to hire from abroad in the first place? This chart compares open tech positions in the United States against the number of American students graduating with STEM degrees. The gap between those two bars represents a massive labor shortage. Highly skilled foreign professionals are the only way companies can bridge that exact deficit. Without a steady pipeline of international talent, the U.S. tech sector physically lacks the human capital required to build new products and maintain its global position. Imposing a six-figure penalty on every international hire would have made it significantly more expensive for America's most profitable industry to access the workers it needs to function. And no group is more directly affected by this ruling than Indian tech professionals. As this pie chart shows, when we look at the global distribution of H-1B visas issued every year, Indian nationals secure the vast majority, routinely taking over 70% of the total available slots. This creates a direct lifeline for major Indian IT firms who rely on the H-1B route to place their engineers on-site with American enterprise clients. If outsourcing companies were suddenly forced to pay $100,000 extra for every single employee they sent to the U.S., the resulting overhead would have drastically increased the cost of their services. By blocking the fee, the court removed a cost burden that would have multiplied across thousands of employees, protecting the business model these firms rely on. This legal battle is a direct result of the Trump administration's aggressive America First immigration stance, but the result is a long-term legal precedent. The ruling establishes a hurdle from bypassing Congress through the legislative process rather than administrative mandates. Do you think this verdict will permanently open more doors for Indian talent in the U.S., or will we see new policies emerge? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this breakdown helpful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Global technology is a deeply interconnected ecosystem, and today, the courts proved it cannot be easily dismantled by domestic political mandates.